Hello learners, welcome to LC Academy and welcome back to our MERN Stack development journey. In our previous classes, we learned HTML which helps us create a structure of our websites and CSS which makes our websites look beautiful with the colors, layouts and animations. Now it's time to move the next one, that is most important technology in web development, that is JavaScript. Let's get into the video. Okay, JavaScript fundamentals. JavaScript is the programming language that makes the websites interactive. Whenever you click a button, submit a form, open a menu, or see a pop-up, like JavaScript is working behind the every scenes. In today's session, we will learn the JavaScript fundamentals that will help us real-world web application in the MERN Stack journey. Okay. Let's start with variables. A variable is simply a container that stored the data. For an example, if you want to store a student name or age, I can use a variable. In JavaScript, we have three ways to create a variables. Okay, the variables is nothing but it's a uh, name of some stored datas. Okay, like var, let, const. These three are the variables. Nowadays we mostly use let and constant. Use let when the value may change later. If you are using any numbers or any other names, in future you can change the name or numbers, you can use let. For an example, a user store during the game, like a user score during a game. That game first time you can play the game, your score is 20, and the next time you can play the game, the score is 30. So the sum of time, particular time you can change the value, so that time you can use let. Okay, you use constant when the value should never change. For an example, your company name or the value of like if you are assume one number using the const variable, and then another time you cannot change the value because the constant means is const, it's a stable number. So like example, pi value means pi value means 3.14, so that value will cannot change, so that time we can use const. Okay, we will mostly use let and constant in our project because they are rougher and easier to manage. And then data types. Now let's understand what is data types. Data types tells JavaScript what kind of information we are storing. Like if you are run some program, you can store your name, your age, and then like some place, or if the answer you can write a true or false. So you can store these type of values. Okay, so your name is a uh, string, so string is one data type. And then you can store your age. The age means it's a number, so number is a data types. And then if you are know the question or you are not know the question, you can tell the answer, that is true or false. So the true or false means boolean, zeros and ones. So the boolean is one data types. Okay, so these are the data types. Some common data types are string, using text. If you are writing the code stored in words stored in your code, that is the data types is called string. And then you can use the number, that is called number data type, and then boolean means only true or false. Null means intentionally empty. Nothing can store in your nothing can store the data type is null. So undefined means no values has been assigned yet. Like these are the string, number, boolean, null, undefined. These are the primitive data types. Apart from this, JavaScript also have objects. That object allow us to store the multiple related values together. For an example, a student object can contain a name, age, and department inside on the one variable. So, the JavaScript only based on the data types and variables. The JavaScript also have a object. Okay, the next one is tools of logic. The tools of logic is nothing but it's a operators. Operator means operators helps us to perform the different kind of operations. Operators is nothing but it's perform some different kind of operations. That operations is nothing but it's arithmetic operation, comparison operator, logical operator like plus, minus, equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. These are all the operators. Okay, we can briefly see. The first one is arithmetic operator. The arithmetic operator includes addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. If you can add the two numbers, you can use arithmetic operator. If you can arithmetic operator plus sub addition, and you can multiply the two numbers, you can add the you can use the arithmetic operator multiplication. So the arithmetic operator will use. And then the second type is comparison operator. Comparison operator is nothing but it's comparing the two values. The comparing the two values and return either true or false. Like the 5a, you can assume one number like a equal to 5 and b equal to 2. Now you are write some function a equal to b. The a is 5 and the b is 2. So these two numbers are not equal. So the value is the output will be displayed like false. Okay. So the next third one is logical operator. Logical operators help us combines multiple conditions together. Like AND operators, OR operators. These are the logical operators. We will use these operators almost every day while writing the JavaScript programs. Okay. Next one is making intelligent choice. That is nothing but it's a understand the conditions. Condition helps our program makes decisions. Think of it's like asking a question. If the answer is true, one block of code run. If otherwise the answer is wrong or false, the another block will run. So JavaScript provide the three keywords like that is if, else if, and else. Okay. For an example, you can assume if you are a student. So student mark. The student mark is greater than 35. We can display pass. Otherwise, we display fail. So now this is in this question you can use the conditions. If the mark is greater than 35 means if 35 greater than mark, else if your mark is greater than 35 your output will pass. Your mark is less than 35, your output, else the output is false. Okay, and this is the condition. And then next one is loops. Imagine you want to print a number from 1 to 100. Instead of writing the print statement 100 times, we simply use a loop. So loop repeated the same task automatically. Loops represented the uh, automatic automatically repeat one function. Like the most common loops are for loop and while loop. Loops save time, reduce code and makes program much more efficient. Okay, like if you are write one function, if the question you cannot get the answer, the function will be automatically repeated. If you are get the answer, the function will stop. Okay, so this is the loop concept. And the next one is function. Function is a reusable block of code. Instead of writing some codes again, same code again and again, we write it once instead of a function. Whenever we need it, we simply call the function. Functions can also accept inputs which are called parameters. After performing some works, they can return a result. Like if you are adding some parameters, you can write some function. The function will return one result. So the function helps to write the clear code, short and more organized code. Okay, and then the next one is array and object. Array and object, it's JavaScript mainly provides the two ways to store the multiple values. The first one is array. Array store the multiple values in one order. For an example, a list of colors or a student. If you can write only student's name equal to see this example, const color. You can write the okay, const color. Now the color inside of the array we can write red, green, red, green, blue. So multiple values in the single order. So that is called array. And the object store the informations using keys and values pair. Like see this example, const person is equal to name is to Alice and age is to 25. The answer, the value have some the values have some key values. Okay, so the name is key and the Alice is a value, and then age is a key and the 25 is the value. Okay, so array and objects are used to almost every JavaScript applications. These are the most important thing in JavaScript. Okay, and then now it's time to apply the everything we have learned. We will build a 3 simple JavaScript projects. The first project is calculator, because we can see what is operators can learn. So using arithmetic logic and comparison operator, using these operators you can create a calculator project. And then the second one is even and odd checker. We can we can learn the conditions. So if else these type of conditions you can create the even and odd checker. The third one is student grade system. We can see the loop functions. We will use the object calculation and conditions to generate our students grade. So these projects will help you understand JavaScript works in real life applications. Okay, guys. That's all today JavaScript fundamental section. We have learned the basics of JavaScript, including variables, data types, operators, and condition loops. These are the basics. You can need a brief explanations and brief fundamental of JavaScript. You can see the previous front-end development journey video. You can clearly understand what is JavaScript and what are the fundamentals in JavaScript. These are the concept of how these HTML, CSS, JavaScript are the foundation for building a MERN Stack projects. Remember one thing: programming is not just about watching videos. The real learning happens when you can practice every day. Keep coding, keep building the projects in your own. I hope you can understand this video. We will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching LC Academy. Thank you.